My name is Fernando Rentas. In this small video tutorial, I want to show you how to avoid the splotchiness generated by the HDRI. I want to start showing you my scene. This is just a very simple scene, just a plane and two racers. Those racers was modeled by Juan Santucono using this plane, and I'm using for this demonstration. I don't have any other light source in my scene, just the skylight and my background. My default are basically the default options, but I'm using a deterministic Monte Carlo for my secondary engine, and my invariant maps are -4 in my minimum rate and -1 in my maximum rate. The first thing that I want to do is call my HDRI. I'm gonna use the living day HDRI for my background. So select bitmap. In my UVW, select environment. The Aversive HDRI are mirror ball, so I'm going to select the mirror ball here. Well, the one that I really use is mirror ball, so I select mirror ball. In the bitmap, I'm going to select the HDRI. So it's Aversive living day. Select open. In my preview, you can see the flat HDRI in my preview. Select apply, and I will use the same HDRI in my GI. Select bitmap, same setting, environment, mirror ball, and select the same bitmap. As you can see here, my HDRI have a lot of detail. You can see very well everything in the HDRI. So I'm going to show you the original HDRI. It's this one. So the HDRI is a special type of image that contain light information. So for example, in this HDRI, the light is coming from the windows, from the door, and also this light in the ceiling. But I have also a bunch of detail here that Vray have to read in order to generate the illumination. So I want to make a render in order to see what we get. Click render. After the render starts, I'm going to pause the video in order to save time. So I'm going to pause the video. This is the final render. As you can see in my render, I have a lot of splotchiness here in the floor, especially in the shadows area, and also have splotchiness here in my model. Those black stain are very annoying in the render. Also, if I enable the color correction and I reduce the light, you can see how many splotchiness I have. That's basically is because my HDRI, the HDRI that I'm using for my GI to generate the illumination, is very detailed. So those detail here, those information here produce different type of light, and Vray have to read every single detail in my HDRI in order to calculate the GI. In order to avoid those splotchiness, I want to use two different HDRI. Well, I will use the same HDRI, but for the GI, I don't need that kind of detail. So I don't need this kind of detail. So I will reduce the details in order to get better result in my GI. For now, I want to select filter in Photoshop, so the blur, and then Gaussian blur. This is the kind of HDRI that I want. I want the area that produces light, but I don't want all the other details in my HDRI. So I'm very happy with this kind of HDRI for my GI. Another very useful thing is to reduce the size of the HDRI. This HDRI is not very big, but usually I use 512 for my GI and a big size for my background. But for my GI, usually use 512. Then select and save the HDRI. So I want to increase, to change the name. Click save. Then go back to Rhino. And in my GI skylight, I want to replace the high detail HDRI. So I want to replace this HDRI for the new one, for the GI HDRI, for this one. That is smaller and blurry. Okay. Then I want to make my render. I want that you remember this render. My render time is 1 minute 2.4 seconds, and also you can see that a lot of splotchiness there, especially when I reduce the color.